With the 5th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select, I have no damn idea, and I love it, because we have the 5th pick, and I feel like there's so many players, especially in this top-heavy type of draft, that can be great. Like, I feel like if you have like a top 10 pick, you're in a pretty damn good circumstance, man. So for today's video, what we are going to be doing is heading over to NBA 2K22, and I'm going to give you guys my semi-realistic Detroit Pistons rebuild, and just like, especially for the first season, give you guys my plans and essentially who I would draft and all that good stuff. What I do ask is, before we get going on today's video, if you don't mind leaving a like, 1,000 likes is always the goal, especially if you are enjoying this type of content, and of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel, man. Without further ado, we got Cade Cunningham, future superstar. We got Saddiq Bey. He dropped a 50-point game. Not everybody does that. Although, Tony Delk did it before. Y'all know Tony Delk? He dropped a 50-piece format like years ago. Absolutely years ago. We got Killian Hayes, who I think still has the intangibles to be a great NBA player. You might not believe it. You might not have seen it. But, man, I just see things with that kid where I'm just like, you can't teach that. We got Isaiah Stewart, potentially Marvin Bagley back, if we re-sign him. All that good stuff here, man. I feel like my Pistons, for once, are in a pretty good place. Let's go rebuild this team and see if I can complete the process and win us an NBA championship. Okay, guys, so we are in the 2022-2023 NBA offseason, so just like a quick TLDR on the players and what my plans are for them in the short term here. Cade Cunningham, build around him, easy peasy lemon bitch ass squeezy. Jeremy Grant, ain't gonna lie, probably gonna look to trade him. Maybe keep him till the trade deadline, but probably gonna try to get something out of him on this expiring contract. I love Jeremy Grant. Just not really part of the long-term picture. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but you've got to keep him around too. That's also completely fine. Saddiq Bey, definitely a building block on this team. I would like him to be a full-time starter. If a better option does come along, I have no problem switching him to the bench, but I do think full-time starter is my goal for this video. Olynyk, keep him, leave him. Yeah, either way, it's an expiring deal. Diallo is on an expiring deal. I don't know if I'm going to fully bring him back. I do like Hammy quite a bit, but it really comes down to money he's asking for and what we get in the draft. Marvin Bagley, I would like to re-sign him for the right price. Yet again, depends what goes on in the draft. Isaiah Stewart, I like Beef Stew. High energy guy. Short term could be our starting center. Long term, I see him more as like a Montrezl Harrell energy type of guy off the bench. But once again, it comes down to the draft, right, man? Killian Hayes, I don't know if Killian's going to start for me either way. Even if we get a big guy in the draft, I don't know if Killian's going to be my starter, man. I do kind of like him as a 6-man. I don't know why he's listed as a shooting guard. Let's go ahead and switch that up real quick, because you got to be able to shoot to be a damn shooting guard, if you know what I'm saying. But, no, I mean, it's all good. Actually, he can actually knock down a 3 every now and then. It's really not too bad. You got Isaiah Livers right here. Isaiah kind of came around the scene the end of the season. Definitely a really solid 3-point shooter. He's one of those guys that doesn't really have a position. His body, 6'6", 230, a little bit too slow for a shooting guard small forward. But maybe a little bit too small for a power forward. I feel like the small forward position is probably his bread and butter. You got Saban Lee's a guy. Corey Joseph's a guy. Frank Jackson's a guy. Luka Garza, like he's a guy. Ronnie McGruder is a bitch ass. And then Kristen, I'm joking. Ronnie McGruder, I mean, you were the dude we traded for Bobo. I'm just going to say that real quick. But no, he's cool, man. I got no issues with Ronnie McGruder whatsoever, unlike Klay Thompson. Okay, so I think the first thing we have to do is obviously the draft. That's going to be a big answer to our question. Now, keep in mind here, guys, this is NBA 2K22. 2K22 does not always do the most realistic things. I am going to draft somebody here realistically. If Jabari Smith falls down to 5th, I'm not going to draft him because I don't think he's going to be available. Now, obviously, anything can happen, but that's not really the point of this rebuild. I want to draft a guy that's realistically going to be there, so we'll see if 2K allows that. But let's get to it, man. The 5th pick in the draft. Let's get it. Okay, let's sim to user pick. Here we go, and real quick here, we'll go ahead and see who was actually drafted. So, Jaden Ivey went number 1. Paolo Banchero went number 2. AJ Griffin Jr. went number 3. Jabari Smith went number 4. I do not think Chet is going to fall number 5. Yes, it's a possibility, but I'm not going to draft him here, guys. I just don't think it's going to happen. The fact that Jaden went number 1, well, it's just the magic. They got 20 billion guards as is. What's another one to add on to the squad, man? So, yes, I want to take somebody here realistically. So, realistically with the pick, I do see the Pistons of Jaden Ivey is off the board going with Shadon Sharpe right here. So, we are going to go ahead and draft him, and he is going to be in the backcourt with Cade Cunningham. I don't know if he's going to start right away. We've got to see what his rating's all about, but that's going to be the plan moving forward. So I believe that's our only pick in the draft here. Now, what we could do is maybe package Jeremy Grant, Kelly Olynyk, and dare I say, I don't want to do a first round pick, maybe a second round pick, and see if we can maybe make a trade with like the Portland Trailblazers and try to get a pick right there. That would be absolutely fantastic. If not, we'll probably hold off on trading Jeremy Grant for right now and just kind of see what else is available. But yeah, definitely would love to get like another draft pick here. That would be absolutely ideal. I just don't know if it's going to be a possibility. Pascal Siakam, I'll take him, man. We'll take Pascal. Devin Vassell and Jakob Poeltl would actually be kind of cool here, man. That's actually a nice little trade route. Like Jakob is like a backup center, maybe even like starter, and then Beef Stew comes off the bench. And then Devin Vassell, you get like a well, he was a lottery pick and everything, at number 11 pick in the draft. Definitely a 3-and-D type of dude that we can develop, and the Spurs get like, some win now dudes to put around guys like DeJounte Murray, Keldon Johnson. So I kind of like that. Kel Bridges. Okay, there we go. Portland Trailblazers. Ooh, this is like the, yes. This is the trade that I want. And I've seen rumors about it. I don't know if it's going to happen, man, but this is one I've seen tossed around a bit here. I think realistically this could happen. Plus getting the zero little out of it. This is what I'm doing here, man. Absolutely perfect and what we need. But once again, we're going to draft somebody realistic at that 7th spot. If Chet falls, I'm not taking him, man. So sim to user pick. And let's get it. Next pick in the draft here. Let's go ahead and see who was taken off the board. So Chet was taken by the Pacers. Makes complete sense. All right, so number 7 pick here, man. Now, I know Keegan Murray obviously stands out. We got Johnny Davis, Dyson Daniels, Benedict Mathurin here. Kendall Brown, I don't know too much about him. It would be nice to go for a big guy. Just not looking like that type of player is going to be available right here. Obviously, you got Keegan Murray. Could Keegan realistically fall to 7, man? I don't know. I guess he could. I don't know, man. Let's like, or like, I don't really want another guard, if I'm being honest. Let me go ahead and with this pick in the draft, we are going to go with Keegan Murray. I don't think it's completely unrealistic for him to fall down to number 7, man. Like, let's take him on the team here. Let's get him. He ain't going to be a starter for us right away. Actually, he could be. He actually very well could be. But yeah, that sounds good to me, man. So we get 2 exceptionally well talented rookies right there. You love to see it. You love to see it. Rookie signings. So Shadon's 78 overall. Keegan also a 78 overall. If this somehow happens, I will absolutely love it. I guess maybe this is like my best case scenario type of rebuild. I guess I should probably call it that. But yeah, Diallo does have a team option. Definitely bring him back. Joseph accepted his. That's fine. Frank Jackson come back. Luka Garza come back. I'm cool with that. But qualifying offers, Marvin Bagley. We are going to extend it to him with the hopes of signing him, I suppose. We actually got some money to go for some other dudes here. And I know Miles Bridges kind of talked about a lot, but having, Keegan on the team, I feel like I'd much rather kind of invest in him. I think the center position is pretty interesting. I would actually, Mitchell Robinson would be nice. Yeah, Mo Bamba also too. Like Mo Bamba, I could see him maybe coming to Detroit, making a living over here. I'm gonna go for both those guys. Let's go for Mitchell Robinson, throw him a nice little payday. And same thing with the man, Mo Bamba, baby. Let's get him, man. I'm going to give Mo Bamba, I'm going to give him about $15 million a season. If we can get him for that, that'd be fantastic. And both these guys accept. We do have to renounce rates on Marvin Bagley to do so. I'm okay with that, to be quite honest. I like Marvin Bagley, but I do think he's more of a power forward. And this gives us more like Mo can play center and power forward. He plays power forward alongside Wendell. And Mitch Robinson more of like that defensive Rudy Gobert, hopefully Big Ben Wallace type player, man. A little bit taller than Big Ben, but gonna go for both. If I get either or, I'll be happy. But there's a good chance that, okay, so Marvin Bagley is actually an offer from the Magic. So we can actually say this is a little bit of a sign and trade action right here. I'm going to decline him because if we do that, that means they're probably not going to have the money to bring back Mo Bamba. And that makes sense for both sides here, man. So I think we ended up getting both. And that would be absolutely fantastic if we did. Mo Bamba and Mitchell Robinson both here on the team. So this rebuild is going pretty damn crispy so far, I would say. Yeah, I'm liking this, man. And then, like, Mitchell Robinson probably, I don't know, man. Mitchell Robinson or Mo Bamba, either one could be the starter. Maybe both. Maybe both. I actually have a lineup here that I'm kind of considering that I think could be kind of nice for the first season here, man. I think that's all we have for this. I don't really want to spend money, especially... Oh, Jalen Brunson's still available, man. Oh, man. Oh, this is getting difficult. Obviously, I love Jalen Brunson to have him on the... Oh, do I go for him? Because, like, because we do have Sharp already. Sharpshooter, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we have to. And then there's Bradley Beal. We talked about him earlier, didn't we? But also fully knowing, too, that we have a lot of other guys to pay in the future. So we made our choice getting Mo Bamba and Mitchell Robinson. We made our choice in the draft. I think Jalen Brunson would maybe take away from the progression from some of the other guys. So we're going to hold off on this one, man. I think somebody we can still trade for later on if we want to. But let's go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season and get this rotation figured out. Okay, guys, so here is the starting five to start the season. At point guard, we got Cade Cunningham. At the 2, we got Shadon Sharpe. At the 3, we got Sadiq Homadik Bey. We got Keegan Murray at the 4, Mitchell Robinson at the 5. I love this starting 5. For the bench unit at power forward, we got Mo Bamba. I feel like his three-point shooting, be able to stretch the floor will be very nice. Bring some additional defense next to the a little bit undersized Isaiah Stewart, who's still going to get some run at the 6th-man, or the, I guess, 7th-man center off the bench. We got Killian Hayes as the backup point guard with Hamio Diallo and Nazir Little for a 10-man rotation. Guys like Isaiah Livers, Corey Joseph, Saban Lee will be there just in case, guys foul out or whatnot. But I think this is such a good 10-man rotation for so many different reasons here, man. And yeah, I do think like splitting up the minutes here at the big guy spot is probably the move. We got 36 minutes to Cade Cunningham. And then everybody else going to kind of be like splitting minutes out there. We'll see who performs the best and make better decisions about that going forward. Do I think we are a play-in team? I mean, if Sharpe can have a rookie of the year type of run or Keegan Murray, then obviously I think that could be huge for us. But overall, I see this maybe being like a year 2, year 3 really successful team. So we're going to go ahead and simulate this first season, man. See how this team does. And I'll be surprised to make the play-in, but also be very happy about it too. All right, guys, it's NBA 2K22. I ain't complaining, man. Looked like Cade Cunningham might have had that Luka Doncic type of sophomore season because we finished first in the NBA, man. There is no way with this team we finished first in the NBA. But at the same time, hey, it happened. How many wins we get? We got, oh yeah, this thing. Man, I hate Detroit basketball, baby. Simulate through day tier. And we got John Morant as MVP. Paolo Banchero as Rookie of the Year on the OKC Thunder. Andre Drummond, 6-man, welcome to the Pistons video. Kawhi Leonard, defensive player. DeAndre Ayton, most improved. And Tony Atkins as Coach of the Year. Okay, man, so we got all NBA first, all NBA second, and all NBA third. So, yeah, KD didn't make the all NBA team. So I'm very curious how this all turned out here. I'm very curious about like the player stats and everything. So let's go and check that out. So we got Cade. Yeah. Damn, bro. Yo, we built a demi squad. 25 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. We got 18 points, 6 rebounds per game for Sadiq Bey. And then we got Shadon Sharpe, rookie season, man. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. People saying he could be the best player in the draft. Like, it could happen. Mo Bamba and Isaiah Stewart, both with 13 points off the bench and 7 rebounds. Literally, like, identical players with different playing styles. But 42% from 3 from Mo Bamba. You got Diallo dropping the 10, Killian Hayes at 10 points and 6 assists per game. Mitch Robinson dropping the 8 and 6 for how he even existed on the squad. And Keegan Murray, because he was a starter for us, dropping 8.6 rebounds. I love the 5 assists. 1 steal, 1 block per game. So definitely a little bit of this, a little bit of that for his overall game. I'm okay with him taking that role player type of role right now, but I definitely see a future where he could be a more, focused point of the offense for us. So overall, no complaints about this whatsoever. Let's go ahead, man, get to the first round of the playoffs against the 8th seed Milwaukee Bucks. Watch them sweep us, because that's what Milwaukee does to Detroit, man. They just freaking sweep us every time we see them in the first round. Simulate round. It's a different day, man. It's a different day, baby. Detroit basketball. And 26 points for Cade. Oh, I love it. I love it. This team is balling, man. I love it. Like, I really do. I've never really built a team like this before. Like, getting guys like Mo Bamba and everything. Just, I don't know. I never thought we'd leave the Magic. So, next up, we got Darius Garland in Cleveland. Rhymed, I guess. Simulate through date. Oh, okay, I guess, or just one game. Okay, simulate rounds. And we got them 4 games to 1, man. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals. Look at that scoring, 128 to 120. We are outscoring everybody in the damn world, man. Next up, we got the Miami Heat. Simulate round here. And we are in the NBA Finals, guys, in the first season of the rebuild. Oh my goodness, 132 and 100. which is actually like kind of poetic to have us go against the Grizzlies, because this is another team that's really like built via like the draft and everything like that, and they just made the right choices, and really inspirational, you know, as a team like the Pistons to look up to and just know how quickly things can change from your superstar point guard. And that's kind of what's going on in this video here, man. You know, 39 points for the closeout for Ja Morant. Here we go, Memphis Grizzlies simulate round. Woo, 7-game series, man, but literally the first season we win it. Keep in mind, once again, guys, this is NBA 2K22. I do want to do one more season of the rebuild. Just I do want to see how guys progress. But 24 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 46% from 3 for Cade Cunningham. He is definitely that guy. We got 26, 11, and 4 from Mo Bamba in the closeout game. I did not think signing this dude was going to be the difference maker of winning the championship literally in the first season. And Sharp dropping the 20. Yeah, I want Sharp. I want Sharp, man. I don't care if it's 2K. Like, 136, 126. We have such, like, a hyperactive offense here. Let's go ahead, man, and get to the second offseason. Okay. We are going to go straight to the rookie signings. Obviously, first place, championship team. Like, I don't really got too much more to add on to that. So, it is going to kind of be more of a, let's see how players progress and see if we can become a dynasty type of video. Cade, Sadiq, Killian, Stewart, Saban Lee, all back on really cheap contracts. Dear God, man. Qualifying offers, Luka Garza, Isaiah Livers, and Nazir Little. Well, I'll bring all those guys back on the qualifying offers. Nazir, would love to, like, pay him, like, some more money and everything. It's just that we have so much, like, depth on this team. I don't want to, like, just pay the money just to pay it. But, ooh, man, we got some money here to, like, make, like, another big splash. Go for, like, Kristaps Porzingis or something. Kyle Kuzma, you know, out of Flint, Michigan. Definitely have the money here to do something with it. And it's like, you might as well. So let's go and check things out real quick here. I'm seeing, like, a route where maybe we go for Kristaps Porzingis. Start him at the 4. You use Keegan off the bench. He can take over Nazir Little's minutes. That would be completely fine. Plus, like, his jack of all trades type of mentality would be good with help run the second unit. Would be a nice offensive option next to Killian Hayes off the bench. Like, we're going to go for Kristaps, man. I see the fit here. Obviously, well, damn, injury prone, though. It is 2K. But he's only 27. I'm going for Kristaps. Maybe you don't like the move. But, hey, I like it. I like it, man. You know, sometimes you got to take what you can get here in Detroit. If we do that, we don't have to give up too much to get him. As far as, like, renouncing rights. Welcome to the squad, Kristaps. I guess Diallo, we lose out on him. But I think that's, once again, Keegan can take over his minutes. And that'll be completely fine for us. So, yes, definitely a really, really solid signing. Outside of that, I think we are good to go here, man. Like, I'm kind of seeing Kemba Walker. And I'm like, maybe, but also shelve his former self, and we got Killian Hayes already. Let's go ahead, guys, and simulate to the beginning of the regular season. Okay, guys, here is the team going into the beginning of the next season. We got Cade Cunningham, we got Shadon, we got Sadiq, we got Kristaps, and we got Mitchell Robinson. For the bench, we got Mo Bamba at that power forward center spot. Keegan is being switched to a small forward / shooting guard. So that's going to be a little bit of an interesting transition for him, but I think he can definitely do it. We got Isaiah Stewart and Killian Hayes for a 9-man rotation. So 80 overalls across the board. We got the 190 overall, you know, coming off a championship. We add a piece in Kristaps Porzingis. Keep in mind, too, that if Detroit did win a championship, which obviously not going to happen next season, but hey, some crazier things happen in my life. No, I haven't. But regardless, man, like, I can see maybe a guy like Kristaps being like, hey, let me go play in Detroit. Like, see what we can do over there. So let's go ahead, simulate this second season and see if we become back-to-back champions. Let's go for that 70 overall win mark, man. Okay, guys, at the end of the regular season, first place yet again, didn't expect anything different, and a 62 win team. Simulate through date and finish the W on the season here, man. So we got Donovan Mitchell as the MVP, which is actually really cool to see, to be honest. Nick Smith Jr., man. Y'all remember Nick Smith? He's still posting videos these days? My dude out of Australia, man. I haven't talked to him in a minute, man. That's like one of the dudes I really knew when I first started doing YouTube. We got Victor as 6th man on the Jazz. Who's he? Is Rudy Gobert starting off this, man? We got Giannis as defensive player. Jeremiah Robinson Earl is most improved. And Tony Atkins is coach of the year. All-NBA first, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third looking like that. Once again, man, like, so much disrespect to Cade Cunningham. Somebody give this finals MVP All-NBA team, please, man. But first place up in here, let's go to the player stats on the season. And we got Cade, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Kristaps at 20 and 7. Love those numbers. Sharp at 19, 5 and 3. Sadiq Bey at 18 points. We are having like 4 players averaging almost 20 points per game. Mo Bamba, Isaiah Stewart, amazing off the bench yet again. Killian Hayes doing his thing. And Murray, like, roughly the same, actually a little bit better. So, yeah, the transition to small forward shooting guard, pretty easy for him. So, that's really nice to see. Robinson, Saban Lee, Isaiah Livers, okay, all on the team. Here we go, man. Simulate play in. Chicago Bulls in the first round. Simulate round. Oh, I guess we're going to do playoffs. Let's go for it, man. Let's just go for it. Okay, 7 games by the Bulls. Ooh. Ooh. Yo. That would be nasty in a few seasons, man. That could be nasty in a few seasons. If it would, is that Jabari Smith? Yo, get Jabari Smith on this team somehow too. Jalen Smith. Okay, that's right. That's right. Holmadeek dropped 41 and 8, but hey, we lost 138, 132. A little embarrassing that we got swept. I ain't gonna lie. Like when you get first place, come off a championship, you get swept by the Pacers like that. It's not fun, man. But hey, we got ourselves a championship in this video, so. Reverse the seasons. Let's assume the sweep was in the first season and the championship was in the second season. By the way, Grizzlies, Cavaliers, Darius versus Ja. I would be all for that finals matchup. Cavaliers would be too, apparently, man. Sweeping it. Darius Garland, finals MVP. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. It was, I don't know if it's a realistic rebuild or not. It's hard to know, man. Like, I never thought Kevin Durant would join the Golden State Warriors, but it was a fun rebuild, so that matters. Had a great time. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.